Hello and welcome back to the Invincible. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. And in between episodes I've determined that it is not possible to go left, so we're going right.
I'm riding into a cave. The storm has subsided.
Yeah, I think this is the right way to go. Also cutscene.
I found a place to hide.
A Faraday cage?
That's not it. I left the structures behind. It's an ordinary rock formation.
Even better. You have to catch your breath eventually. Can I ask for one thing? Could you find the model number of the rover?
What for?
I've got an idea, but it depends on the model.
Well, that looks like a thing they labeled badge.
Emmett's 2001. Could that be it?
Let me see. Bingo. Emmets are equipped with a black box. Please find it.
Okay. That looks black boxy.
I have the box, but it's all locked up.
Really? They must have changed the equipment because I have no information about a key.
Where did you even get a catalogue of their gear from, sir? And anyway, it doesn't matter. What should I do?
1 second. I need to think. Don't know if this can help. But the Alliance labels black boxes as data loggers. Eureka! Cable access. Look for something resembling a socket, a plug.
I think I have something like that.
Then you can connect to the probe's brain there. And presto.
It won't work. These inputs are not compatible with Commonwealth plugs.
On the outside, our equipment is different, but inside we have the same guts, so to speak. The cable on the back of the box should already fit.
Same guts, hey? Just like with humans.
Yeah, just plug bits into other bits and off you go.
Okay, it's in.
Just a moment. Well done, Doctor. I'm receiving a signal.
So, what now?
You can finally rest. It'll take me a while to dig through all the records.
Sure. Yeah, that works, I guess. I could rest, huh?
The rover was connected to a base.
The one from the slides?
Most probably.
Is that a good idea? Sure, why not? I guess that's probably it. Well, I set it to number 2, base, so...
It's transmitting from the base.
I'd suggest you lie down. The storm's raging.
It may not be that simple. I'm too tired to sleep.
Yeah, I know that paradox all too well. Can I help you somehow?
Maybe I'll fall asleep if we talk.
Naturally. Do you have anything specific in mind?
Well, I'd love to know some official secrets about the Alliance base. The reason they're interested in this desiccated, bizarre planet that is Regis 3.
Are you implying that I should know these secrets?
Yes. I think you're hiding something from me, sir. And at this stage of the mission, I lack both the strength and the inclination to beat around the bush.
In that case, let me reveal something I should never say as a commander.
Yeah, sounds like
good. I
good.
have no idea what's going on this desiccated, fossilized egg. I don't know where the Alliance forces came from, why they came, or what they're doing here. Since we lost contact with the camp, I've had the feeling that I am deep in the dark.
Yeah, me too. Quite literally.
So I suggest we talk about something else, instead of getting ahead of ourselves. A more light-hearted subject, perhaps.
May I ask why you became an astronaut?
There are two answers to this question. An honest one and a personal lie. To give you the clearest picture of the truth, I'd have to tell you both.
I'm all ears.
As cadets, we participated in a series of meetings. HQ organized them to encourage potential recruits. We all said the same thing, just a little different. We all wanted to push the boundaries of human potential, discover what is undiscovered. Remembering childhood memories when we first heard about the brave forces of the Commonwealth. Sometimes these speeches were already being prepared during the training, if you understand what I mean. Every astronaut wished to explore space. They had to wish that. But my reason, an honest reason, not a nice-sounding memory that never happened, I'd never been able to find my place. So I came to the conclusion that I would not find it anywhere except out here, in space. Although I never dreamed of exploring. Such lofty ideas as expanding human limits were of little interest to me. It was among my crew that I...
And off to sleep we go.
Not good. Don't get a break.
What is it this time?
Stormfront is approaching your location.
Wait. Astrogator, can you explain to me what I'm hearing right now?
This is a recording from the rover. The Alliance has apparently broken the encryption of our radio channel.
Oh, bollocks. So what do we do?
We need to change the frequency and encryption key.
Neat.
What's the point? As soon as you give me a new channel, they will overhear us and change it as well.
Just look at the probe's brain.
Olga? What's with...
All you have to do is watch it closely. I'm switching now. Waiting for you to join.
Oh, I see. The new frequency is... Okay, the channel is active. Now the encryption key. The first 3 digits of the cipher are... the next is...
Yasna?
I'm here.
That's a lame encryption
I
key.
should buy us some time.
So, how should we continue?
Don't you need more time to rest?
I do. But there's no way I'm going to sleep now. Besides, nothing's stopping me anymore. The storm has subsided.
All right. Let's not risk evacuating directly from the city. Should be safer outside its perimeter. I took the liberty of looking through the photos of the nearby area. Everything north and east of your location looks relatively safe. All you have to do is move away from this cluster of metal.
So, should I go back to the ship?
That's an odd question. Of course you should come back. Now even more than ever. Very concerned for your safety, Doctor.
No need to be. I'm fine.
What about the mission? Am I going forward? I guess I'm going forward. I'm not even steering.
Astrogator, I think I've gone far enough. There is a vast open area in front of me. The city is no longer visible. We need to decide what to do next. Dragonfly, over. Are you there?
Yes, please excuse me. I was in the infirmary. Is the coast clear?
Yep, all clear.
Good. Give me a moment. I'm looking at the satellite images.
Have you examined Merritt's body yet?
I wired her brain to a grave tapper, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, that's what I meant. Have you watched the memory recording?
Yes, but they didn't say anything because the picture is ambiguous. To put it mildly, a lot of black dots. The graininess of the image is extremely bad.
Interesting.
All right, I've got it. Sector AZ-25... Let's say AZ-2504. Please check if it's fit to land.
I suppose I'm not going to get to keep my rover.
Like I said, it looks good. Clear opening, flat terrain.
Excellent. Please go there while I prepare the lander. I'll just pack Artie inside.
So that's it. You're taking me to the Dragonfly. We're flying away from here for good.
We have no other choice, Doctor. At this stage of the mission, we can only minimize losses. You understand that, don't you? Yes, sir?
Are you sure that's all we can do? Couldn't we?
Don't you even think about it.
About what? You didn't let me finish, sir.
But I know what might be on your mind. Going back for Gorski's body, contacting the Alliance, or continuing research on your own. These are not possibilities. A certain death. Please remember, we have just one lander left. As a commander, I must first ensure your safe return. Only then I'll send Artie with other tasks.
Well, I mean, that is the prudent thing to do. Check out these tracks. Do these fit with my vehicle's tracks? Is there another kind of vehicle out here? Oh, I can make choices. Well, you know what? We don't go on adventures if we make prudent decisions. So... off we go to imprudence.
I won't need the lander, Astrogator.
What do you mean?
You know very well what I mean, sir. I'm not coming back.
Yes, sir. This is sheer madness. You're heading straight to the enemy base.
This is the only way I can find out what's going on here. What happened to our people? I have several hours of travel ahead of me.
You can still turn back.
No. And if you try to convince me otherwise, I'll just turn the radio off.
Fine. I'll stop insisting. Please just understand the position you put me in. As a commander, now I have to decide whether to risk detection by the Alliance. Because by putting yourself in their hands, you're risking not only your own life.
I'll understand if you find it necessary to leave. I would do it if I were you.
Well, then you're lucky I'm me. Please don't turn off your radio. I'm not going anywhere.
Alright. The mission continues. I definitely didn't want to take just 7 episodes for this. That would have been a super boring ending, wouldn't it? The Yasna survived and you didn't learn anything. Roll credits. Yeah, it would have been the worst.
You're approaching their coordinates. Yasna,
Yes?
I understand that no matter what I say, it won't change your mind. But please be careful. First, observe them from a distance, and only then take action.
I will be cautious. Like always. Just because I'm acting against your orders doesn't mean I intend to be foolish, sir.
It's comforting in its own way that even in an act of insubordination, you want to remain professional. I'll let you know when you cross their perimeter. Once you've crossed, hide the rover. Behind a bend, or under a ledge. Telemetry observation will be vital. Once we know the camp's weaponry situation, we'll decide what to do next.
Copy that.
Yeah, I'm not sure I follow the hide the rover thing. It's their rover. They ought to be like, oh look, it's our rover. It must be full of our friends.
What was that?
I've set up a warning signal. Now you're near enough that they can see the rover.
Oh. Alright. I guess I'll hide it under there, yeah. At the place labeled Hideout. And then I'll approach on foot where they'll be able to see my spacesuit and know that I am not of them. And off we go.
Okay, the rover's hidden.
You've yet to find a convenient hideout for yourself, from where you can see their base.
Well, I see a little something here. Yeah.
It's a field base. Multi-module. For about several dozen people. Rather well equipped. There's lots of transporters here.
I'm not surprised. Missions with a large crew, transport modules were an integral part of the field camp.
Remind me, how many crew members were they supposed to send on the Invincible?
Over 100.
Great. They have a second antimat. As if the first one wasn't enough.
Is it active?
Probably not, but Proton alone knows.
What about people? Can you see anyone?
Not yet. Maybe they're hiding in modules.
Most of them for sure, but I'd be surprised if they didn't assign anyone to guard duty.
I see someone.
Just one?
For now, yes.
Looked more like 2 to me. Is there more for me to see here? Nope. Oh, look at that.
Some object is flying over their base.
Can you tell me more?
It's 15, 20 meters high.
That's a signal
It has an
beacon.
upright silhouette. And it looks like a balloon.
They use it to control expeditions
Could be a balloon.
in the frozen
And
wasteland.
that doesn't surprise you?
Not everything that flies needs jet engines. What markings does it have?
RB1. What does it mean?
It's an ID number. Denotes an advanced scout balloon. How far from you is it?
Around 400.
Not as far as I would like it to be. Might have you within camera range. Is that all?
I think so.
And please keep going. You can assume that their equipment has already detected your presence. Or it will soon enough. There's no point in further postponing the inevitable.
Still, I'm glad that I stopped. I feel better knowing that there's no heavily armed military waiting for me there.
Me too, Doctor. Me too.
Should I take the rover, though? I feel like I should take the rover. I'm going to take the rover. Did we ever talk about what the ticking is? I don't think I remember it. I do really like the aesthetics here. All right, come on, Olga. Yeah, this was meant for me to take the rover. That rock is different from the rest of them, isn't it?
We'll most likely lose contact soon. So let me be clear. Your situation is highly precarious. You cannot trust the Alliance or expect them to be willing to help. If things don't go our way, I'll do everything in my power to negotiate your safe return to the Commonwealth. Worst case scenario, we'll opt for a prisoner exchange. Until then, please cooperate with them. And during the interrogation, don't resist. Astrobiologists generally do not possess information that's sensitive to the Commonwealth. At worst, you'll give away the details of our last mission.
Hang on, sir. What exchange? I'm not a spy, I'm a scientist.
I'm afraid that doesn't change anything. You want information about Regis 3. For that reason alone, they might consider you a spy.
But what kind of spy exposes themselves to direct questions?
A desperate one, Doctor.
An extremely desperate one, I guess. Well, I feel like I'm getting close here, but, oh.
Access to the base is protected by a force field.
If these are Dirac emitters, and I'm sure they are, nothing will get through. Is there an opening from the other side?
I'll see. Since we have no idea what's going to happen, I want you to know that you were always a fair commander, even if you were quite strict. I guess what I'm trying to say is...
Please, stop, Doctor. You can tell me when you get back. In person. Understood?
Yes, sir.
And then we can talk about that insubordination, because that's a word that comes with consequences. How come they're not radioing to me? I mean, I've got a radio on the rover, and it's one of theirs, so...
How odd.
What?
There's no one here. Nobody.
Impossible. Even if there aren't many of them in the camp, someone would have noticed you.
I'm not blind, sir. There's really no one here.
Don't get out yet. Could be some kind of trick.
Not a living soul.
Better for your safety if they make the first move. If you really don't see anyone. All right then. Enter the base. Just slowly, with your hands up.
What about that?
I'm going. What have I got to lose anyway?
Your life, Doctor.
There aren't people here. This place is abandoned.
The silhouette I saw.
Yes?
It's just a robot.
And it's shut down. Well, let's go inside, shall we?
I'm going in.
All right. I figured I was going to have to push a button, but I guess not.
Clear. For now. I can't hear anyone either.
To editor so-and-so, responsible for a scandalous article tarnishing my good name and diminishing my science achievements, I politely ask for a rectification of the article Dying of the Sun, A Scientist's Threats, on pages 9 and 10 from the 5th issue of the science periodical Young Astrophysicist, published in the current year. In the text appear not only fundamental mistakes of scientific nature, but also inappropriate quotations of my hypotheses, delivered at the last Congress. I enclose a correction. According to I remind the authorship Dr. Booza, not Bauza, research conducted during cosmic voyages, I acknowledge that the time of hydrogen burning out in stars depends on their mass. But this phenomenon applies to all stars, and ours, however, we would try to enchant the laws of physics, isn't located, and nothing implies that it would be located, outside this phenomenon's range. What is my hypothesis, then? In the future, all hydrogen fuel in the sun's core will burn out. A sphere of hydrogenic fusion will expand until the temperature drops below 10 million Fahrenheit. The core itself will shrink. Ashes from the hydrogenic fire will serve as fuel, allowing a second round of fusion reactions to begin. It will lengthen the life of the aging sun by a few hundred million of years. However, it is certain the sun will turn from a yellow dwarf into a red giant star. A gravitational pull toward Venus and the Earth will decrease. Thus the mentioned celestial bodies will succumb to distancing themselves from the star, and as a result they will be somewhat rescued. But the mighty red sun will yet be able to consume Mercury before dying. I guarantee, based on my research, that the statement voiced by me about the sun living as a main sequence star for 10 billion years, that is, its existence began 5 billion years ago and it will shine for over 5 billion more, is true. However, it is not, as we read in the opinion of so-and-so editor, threat based on labile hypotheses, baloney, and a pipe dream of a renown-seeking doctor of astropsychic sciences, disturbing an emotional well-being of human species. Evanescence is a process touching everything and every being in the universe. It also touches transfixed in the success aura of their unrefined writing and popularity editors of science periodicals. My respects, Dr. Booza. Postscriptum. A lack of print with the correction and a submission of apologies will force me, with a purpose to protect science and my person, to take legal action. I'm going to assume that was a little less cumbersome in the original language. Because speaking as somebody who writes science-y things from time to time, is pretty pretentious. A black hole, the summary of quarterly research. The empiric research and simulations conducted throughout the last quarter led our team to the following conclusions. 1. Every kind of matter may become a black hole. 2. A black hole may trap light using the force of gravity. 3. We accede to the thesis that the existence of an object such as a black hole is a consequence of the general theory of relativity. 4. A black hole may absorb a star, even of the size of the Sun. 5. The star's consumption, or in other words, the star's dematerialization, is accompanied by the flash of matter coming from the inside of a black hole. The scope of intensified verification. The object of our intensified research throughout the next years will be a singularity, a small point of a huge mass present inside of every black hole. In our team's opinion, it is a place where every law of physics is being broken. Hello, frame rate. Come on. Thank you. Oh, what's with this mess? What an undisciplined rabble these people are. And what do we have over this way?
Moving on. It's still quiet. It's eerie.
How much more is there to go through?
Empty. Everywhere, just empty.
It's baffling. Who abandons an entire base?
I'm at the central module. In the headquarters.
You walked in, just like that.
Yeah. The doors were open.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
I have a record of their mission. Each step, location, units, including dates.
I'm all ears.
All right.
Day 0, landing place. Their main ship's in sector AQ-28.
The Invincible? What? They didn't move it?
Seems so.
I'll try to track it down. Please tell me what else is in there.
They can land their ship, huh? They are way outclassing us. All right.
I like us, they became interested in the ocean. They got there on the 7th day.
Quite late.
Guess they weren't in a hurry. Before setting up this base, they were stationed not far from here, but seemed very determined to reach this area. They dug a vast system of tunnels.
When did they finally get here?
On the 15th day of the mission.
They've been here a while.
They conducted research and during excavations found, you won't guess, metal structures.
So we had no chance to outrun them.
Yeah. And they were already at an advanced stage of works when we were still in orbit. In the end, they sent a convoy to a neighboring sector.
So that was their last move.
Well, there's no information about their return. Maybe I'll find them there.
Highly probable. Do you know what the current day of their mission is?
They left on the 25th day. That's all I know. Well, I can't back out now. I have to follow them.
Well, it's your decision. Although I admit I'm also starting to wonder what you'll find.
People, Astrogator. They must be somewhere.
I'm sending a satellite. Soon I'll have an image of the area where the ship landed. We'll see if the Invincible's still there.
I'll continue to search their base. On the 24th day, they sent a convoy north to the sector. Oh, to the sector where I found Gorski.
You suspect they went after him, having detected his signal?
Oh, surely they could detect him. They could have detected all of us. But would they really do something about it?
Well, for some reason they left their base. I'm assuming that has something to do with it.
Astrogator, this doesn't make any sense. You can't just wrap up the whole operation. Anyway, the first thing they would take were vehicles and equipment. Only the people are missing here.
Can I tell him about this? Apparently not. Yeah, I checked the upper level. That's great, but what do I do now? Pick it up, put it down. There we go. All right. Well, after getting stuck on the map and having sacrificed much of my frame rate for some reason, I have once again run out of time. So come back and see me again tomorrow, and I will hopefully have my shit together. Talk to you soon.
I have a feeling we're in the dark. We have to find a way.
Agreed. You should move on.
That's not quite what I meant. But yeah, I probably should.